Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This week I'm going to be using a kit from CtrlAltKawaii, who I haven't purchased from in a long time, but this kit was super cute and I've saved it for a long time. And as you saw there, the bottom washi wasn't exactly something I liked. There was a lot of blue in the kit and I'm doing a color blocking week for this kit, so I actually pulled in some that I had from my own stash. And I actually do have quite a few washi that is inspired by Harry Potter, like these two that are here. The top one I'm forgetting who it's from, but the bottom one is definitely from Simply Gilded. It was part of the Harry Potter collection, and I really like the combination of it because of all the different colors that were used in the rest of the spread. I think these two kind of balanced it out and made the rest of the spread really come together. Like I said earlier, I'm going to be doing a color blocking week, and this week was actually really difficult to find colors that were matching. The colors that were used in this kit were pretty unique to the kind of shade and tone that it was, so I tried my best to find things in my own stash to match with everything, because this kit actually didn't come with a lot. So most of the things that I used from this kit was mostly the washi pieces, the full boxes, and I think that was basically about it. There was really nothing else that wasn't included in the kit that I really could use. This huge Hogwarts kind of double full box I decided to put on the corner here, so you can see I'm kind of putting it on the two left corners, and I'm just putting it on the bottom corner. I tried my best to kind of do a Roy G. Biv kind of inspired kit, but it wasn't working out with the way things were, so I kind of just placed things the way I kind of liked them. I chose things that were darker and kind of spread them out, and chose things that were brighter and spread those out, just so it could balance on either side, and I think it ended up turning out pretty well. There wasn't a particular order and everything. I kind of just looked at the background color as a kind of guideline. I'm going to go ahead and let the rest of the base play out, and I will see you guys in a little bit for the daily plans. Moving on to my daily plans, the thing that happened on Monday was there were just a lot of things going on at school that was a little upsetting. So to mark it, I kind of decorated it with this kind of Moaning Myrtle character that was included in the kit, I believe. And I used these kind of dangle lights to kind of make everything look a little prettier. And on the bottom of that, I was able to film week 5, which was probably May 5th, I'm assuming. So I marked that on the bottom of the spread. This day after school, I was also able to go to the dollar store. I was really trying to get back into my working out, so I was trying to do day 5 of my workout this week. I believe last week I was trying to start a new workout again, and I go on these spurts where I get motivated and then I stop and then I kick it up again. So this was the day when I was trying to, and then I think it fell off by the middle of this week, because at this point my sister's wedding was coming up and I was really inspired to try to do it, but then I realized that graduations were happening and birthdays, so my plan to be a little healthier and to watch my weight a little bit more didn't really end up working out, which is fine. But this was the day when I was still able to do a workout in, and then the next day as well. And at the end of the night, I was able to start a new K-drama. This one was called Cinderella and the Four Knights. And I really enjoyed the drama. I didn't think I would, actually, because there were a lot of characters that I didn't really enjoy. So I didn't think I was going to end up liking it, but it ended up being pretty okay. I don't think it's on the top of my list of things that I would recommend, but it was still a good one to watch if you guys like Korean dramas. And at the end of the night, we just had spaghetti, so I just marked it with a spaghetti icon that's from Hazel sticker and marked it with the little half box there. Like I mentioned before, not a lot of functional stuff came with the kit, so I had to kind of work with a lot of the stuff that I had in my own personal stash. So these were like the closest colors I could get to the full box that was the Hogwarts box that was on the bottom, and I kind of just had to go with different shades of blues basically. On to Tuesday, I was able to go to the dollar store and the thrift store, and these days I think I was trying to get some stuff for the classroom, and then I was able to go to my mom's as well to get something. And this was also the day, like I said, that I was able to do my 6th day of my workout, and after this one I think that's when I kind of fell off the wagon. This day I was also able to do some editing, and my new iPhone came. T-Mobile was doing a free exchange program for the 11 to the 12, and I completely didn't realize that I had the 11. Last year I think I ended up going on a trip and I broke it, so because of that I ended up getting the 11, and I was able to switch it to the 12 for free, with some kind of fees, of course. And I also made a Target purchase recently, and this was the day when both of those items came. And inside the day extender, my coworker bought me some tamales this day, so that was delicious. And I just did a lot of printing and laminating this day, so I wanted to mark that as well. And on the bottom, I did a lot of cleaning this day. It's usually a big event when I do vacuuming and hoovering, because hoovering is a big, long process, which usually causes me to sweat. And I was able to do some laundry as well. At the end of the night, I just had a salad for dinner, so I just marked it on the inside of this. And when it was a little harder to find different colors that matched, I did what you saw here and just kind of chose things that were either a black background to kind of go with it. And this was on the inside, so I figured it would be okay. Moving on to Wednesday, since this was the second week that we were back in the classroom, for me anyway, I was able to do some organizing in the classroom, and this day was super exhausting for me. I remember how exhausted and frustrated I was, and I went home and I completely took a nap. And I just realized now, looking at my planner, that I actually marked that I took a nap twice, which is probably not what happened, but I think I was just so exhausted that I wrote it twice in my daily plans. This week I was also able to do some voiceovers, and I was able to pull some stickers to be ready to film a spread. Moving on to Thursday, we were able to pass out some materials to our kids, and our student that we had in the classroom, we only had one student. He was super sweet and he made us cookies, so we were able to eat those for lunch or as a snack. And I was able to talk to my old coworker as well for a while after school that day. At the end of the night, I was able to do some voiceovers for the spreads that I filmed so far. This day I hadn't set up my iPhone 5 yet, or iPhone 12 I mean, because I didn't get the cover and case and all of that yet, so I really didn't want to touch it until I got all those things. This night we were able to make some quesadillas for dinner, and at the end of the night I was just watching a lot of the Truth or Drink series from the YouTube channel Cut. Moving on to Friday. Friday was actually Happy Boba Day. So this day, my fiance actually went to go get us boba to celebrate, and it was a buy one get one free deal. And his sister actually went to get it as well and got it for us too. So we ended up drinking 4 different types of boba that day, which was really nice. This day is also Dia del Niño, which is something we celebrate at our school because we have a lot of Hispanic students. And to celebrate, all the teachers and all the kids sent in their baby photos that were unrecognizable, so we were able to do a little guessing game of who the baby was. And underneath this, I just wrote that I was able to go to Target, and I also treated myself to a Dunkin' Donuts. This day was pretty stressful as well, so at the bottom there I put an In My Feelings script with a Once More with Love sighing face, just to show that I was kind of having a bad day that night. I've been putting more of my personal stuff inside of Day Extender, so in here I had some things that were happening that day, so I put this 3 checklists just to mark the 3 things that were going on, and some hearts and some broken hearts just to indicate my feelings for the different things that were happening. And I also marked again that it was National Boba Day, since I didn't write it in the top one that was on the top of this Day Extender. On the bottom of the night, at the end of the night, I was able to upload week 22, and I was able to eat some pizza with my fiance. The pizza was super expensive and it wasn't that great, so I didn't enjoy it that much, but I marked it anyway just to show, since we don't usually have pizza that often. And since my sister's wedding was coming up, I was just brainstorming what kind of gifts to give them, and this day was the day when I kind of bought some. And since then I've given them their gifts and they really enjoyed it, so I'm really glad that I was able to give them a gift that they were able to enjoy. That is one of my love languages, so I love to show people I love them just by showering them with gifts, basically. Moving on to Saturday, it was the first day of May, so I started with this Hello May sticker that's from Rose Color Design, and I was trying to find a perfect spot for it, and I think the wand would have been a cute spot, but because it was all the way at the corner, it didn't really fit, so I ended up just putting it on the top of Harry's hair, almost like a bow. At the top here, I'm marking that I was able to go with the girls to hang out at some drinking places. There were like 2 different places that were close to each other that we ended up getting reservations for, and all of them are outside, and it was a super windy day. One of the things I like hate about Chicago is how windy it is, and the other thing is the black ice that we get. I hate the winters here, and I hate the amount of wind we get. And that day I just remember it was super windy, and it was super sunny too, so everything was like blowing all over the place, but it was also like super hot. After we went to the places to have some drinks, there was a dessert place that was close by called Bumble Bar that had really good donuts, so I was able to get some for that. And at the end of the night, on top of the day extender, I just marked that we were able to go to IKEA as well as Woodfield when it was really close to closing. So I didn't actually go to a lot of shops. I just really needed to get some undergarments, so I went to Victoria's Secret, and then there was a Starbucks there and a Molly's, so I ended up getting those as well. Inside of the day extender, you can see that I got ready and curled my hair, so I just used this extra sticker I found in my sticker stash, and I had cut Popeyes at my cousin's house, so to mark the Popeyes I used that little bucket that you see on the bottom there. And the other thing that I marked with 2 half boxes that you're going to see later on is just that we were talking at my cousin's house until 2 a.m. mostly about the wedding, because 3 of us are engaged at this point, and different things related in that subject. Sundays are my really relaxing days when I try to have some time to focus on school if I need to focus on school and different things like that. So at the top here, I used this sticker that was from the kit. She's Beatrix, and she is usually not that friendly looking, but I just wanted to use her to mark that it was the Battle of Hogwarts this day. And I was able to also sleep in with my fiance. We had donuts for breakfast since the day before we had the Bumble Bar. And at the end of the day, I was just able to work on some school stuff as well as buy some gifts for my friend's graduation, which was also coming up as well. That is my whole spread. I really enjoyed doing color blocking weeks, and the week after this is also a color blocking week, so if you're interested in color blocking weeks, please stay tuned for one more after this. And like I said, these colors were really hard to find, but I think I did a pretty good job of matching the tones, or I got the right idea anyway. These aren't your traditional Roy G. Biv kind of colors, but I really loved how it turned out anyway. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!